Hey y'all, Ramdino here. All right, another adventure out on the Appalachian Trail, getting ready to start. So where I left off, NOBO before in Virginia at Black Horse Gap. And so now I am heading north again and hopefully going all the way to James River. So we'll see. I told you last time I may have a special guest. I got two special guests today. So we've got the band back together, and that is Comealong. Fresh off his thru hike in 2022. So I got Comealong here. And Comealong, I always give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on with the hike. So tell me what you got to say.
I'm just breaking in a new hat.
You're breaking in a new hat. Okay, well, that's words of wisdom. The other special guest is, and I know a lot of you have seen him before. We know him, we love him. It's Fresh Ground in the Leapfrog Cafe. What do you say, Fresh Ground?
This is going to be a hard 2 days.
Have you got us lots of good food to eat?
I got a ton of food. You know that.
All right. But we got to put our food on the top of the van, right?
Can't put it in the van no more.
Can't put it in the van no more.
I'm getting old.
And there's no chips or none of that, right?
He went in my personal food, y'all. He went in my personal food bin. Trying to steal my Cheetos.
There wasn't a sign on it that said, this is Fresh Grounds, do not touch. I thought it was a mi casa, su casa. Apparently, the Leapfrog Cafe has changed a lot since its heyday. So you guys out there, just keep that in mind.
Don't get in my Cheetos.
Don't get in his Cheetos. Don't get in his personal box. He'll be all over you. All right, we are going to hit the road, or hit the trail. So here we go. Yeah, he seemed to be a pretty nice fella. Where we go? Across? Sign. I keep looking for a blaze. All right, 20-minute check-in. We're already freaking lost. So, crossed over. Don't see a blaze yet, but anyway, I'll chat while we're looking for one. So, dropped us off at 2, and this part of the parkway, we go back and forth on the parkway quite a bit until we don't. But you got all these killer views, and I know some thru hikers thru hiked it this year and told me that they hiked the parkway because you had better views than on the trail. Anyway, so that thing that I just walked past. Hey there, how y'all doing? Just walked past was some turkey tail. No, not turkey tail. Lion's mane mushroom. So I've been thinking about cultivating some of that. The lion's mane is supposed to be, look at that, ain't that pretty? The lion's mane is supposed to be a mushroom that regrows or extends the neurons in your brain. And there's a blaze there in your brain. Yeah, here we go. And we got a post here. And so it's supposed to repair damage you may have done to your brain. I don't think it will, like, you know, if you've had part of your brain removed, I don't think it's going to grow it back, but, or a traumatic brain injury. But maybe if you've done too many pharmaceuticals, it might help with that, or I don't know what it helps with, but if it's all about making my brain work better, I'm going to try it. So anyway, I'm going to cultivate me some of those, but it's pretty neat to see them growing in the woods. I need them to see them growing in the wild before. All right, heading uphill. We'll catch you later. This pretty cool retaining wall built out of what looks like hand-hewn rock. But this is the retaining wall for the parkway up there. But yeah, this is pretty cool here. Just passed a group that were watching hawks. So apparently This is a flyway for hawks, and they are migrating this time of year down to, where'd she say, in Mexico? Somewhere in Mexico.
Well, I didn't hear what you asked.
Where are the birds migrating to, the hawks?
Oh yeah, she said down into Mexico. I don't know specifically. I don't remember.
Anyway, and they come all the way from Canada. And I guess they fly down there for the winter and turn around and come back. So it sounds like they just, back to Canada, it sounds like they just flying the whole time. But anyway, interesting enough, when this has been 4 years ago, when Comealong and I did from Pennsylvania, southern border to not Blackburn Trail Center, went through there, but what's that stone castle looking hostel? No, in Virginia that we stopped at. You know, we stopped at the Blackburn Trail Center and saw Moxie. And then the next one was what? Bear's Den. Yeah, that's right, Bear's Den. So on the way through there in Maryland, we came across the original, we came across the original Washington Monument. And so, and there was a guy there that was counting birds coming down. So apparently that's like due north of here and on the same flyway. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, there you go. So this section from here through here around the parkway is one of the best kept as far as keeping the bushes cut back and weed eated or whatever. And I'm sure it's because it's so easily accessible from the parkway. Plenty of places to park and walk in with saws and weed eaters and what have you. But yeah, they do a good job through here. So good job, trail maintainers. We'll see. We'll be getting into some more remote places, so we'll see how they do there. But anyway, good job through here. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. We got some good temps this weekend, so they looks like it's going to be in the 70s-ish. Nights are going to be low 50s, high 40s-ish, depending on elevation. So not supposed to be any type of precip, so that's awesome. So yeah, if you're a fair weather hiker like me, or a fair haired hiker like me, although my hair's dark, anyway, either fair weather hairy hiker like me, then you will like hiking in this time of year. Go.
Walk right on that front of it.
Meh. 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 Don't even bother. I guess I don't sound like a deer. Oh, I called that one in. Meh.
I'm moving out of the way for you.
Yeah, they are not hunted here. Tell that. Mer. What you eating, girl? There he goes. Yes, he didn't want to be friendly like him does did. But he didn't look too scared.
He didn't blow.
He didn't. He didn't turn that tail up. Hey, buddy.
That looks like a damn 8-inch tine sticking up there. Somebody be proud to find him. There'd be these rocks all over everywhere, tumbling rocks.
Oh, I bet that was pretty.
Oh yeah.
Like tumbled creek rock.
Yeah. You know, when I was in Lamberts, I asked him if I could have them. He goes, I don't know how else I'm going to get rid of them unless I give them to people in the community that want them. He told me to come and get them. Well, I did, and I built that whole stream bed and water garden out of it that I had running through and around the yard and into the back and into a bigger pond. That's good. Damn little stream I got there looked like crap should be swimming in it.
They'd be swimming upside down in that toxic rock.
Yeah. Well, you know,
All right, so we just left fresh ground, belly's full. We're going 3.4 to Cove Mountain Shelter. And I don't know if it's all uphill or not, but it don't matter. We're hiking it. And getting dark. Sun's down below the ridge behind us. So we'll be setting up in the dusk, maybe dark. Whatever the case is. He's gonna meet us at Jennings Creek in the morning, which is 3.4-ish. For some dead pig and liquid chicken and blueberry pancakes. I have no idea why I brought a food bag this time. Alright, little Charlie Mike to the campsite and close it out for the night.
he goes, well, as far as Virginia goes, how are we going? He said, are we doing what we're supposed to keeping the trail? And I said, Southern Virginia? No, it needed work. I said, some places I was walking through poison ivy that was higher than my head, and none of it was trail. To trim back off the trail, I was having to use my poles to part the ways. And he was like, are you kidding me, really? And I said, yeah. He said, well, I'll take care of that. And this man was in his 80s, and he was still maintaining trails.
That's awesome.
He said, I know who to call about that.
Did you tell him the area where it was so high?
Oh, yeah. I told him.
Yeah, I hate walking through stuff when it's that high. I mean, I get this hard to get back. Some people, you know, they look after miles and miles themselves. But still, the sky's pretty.
Yeah, it is. See the sunset.
Yeah, we wish I could see it a little better too.
Maybe we can.
I kept hoping it would break open up here, but I don't reckon it's going to. Not before the sun goes down. Nope, we're getting ready to get in the thick. All right, end of day one. So we did 11.3 today, started at 2, got to camp about 7:45-ish. It's about 8:15 now. Hiked the last mile in the dark, night hike, but it was necessary to get here. No water here, so we're at Cove Mountain shelter site. Folks are in the shelter, so we're tenting. There is no water. Is a privy, but we met Fresh Ground down at Bear Walla for supper, and so we just cameled up, got water there, and he's meeting us again at Jennings Creek in the morning, about 3.3 away, and so we'll just get up in the morning, might fix coffee, and if not, we'll just get on down there and get some Fresh Ground's good old Fresh Ground coffee. And yeah, so that was it for the day. That's the stats. Good little section, not a lot of hard ups. A lot of it was flat, so that was so we made good time. Hiked a little better than 3 miles an hour, which is better than I normally do. Anyway, that's it for day one in the books. Day two tomorrow, probably doing around 17 or so. So we got 44 the whole trip. So we'll have to, so we got 11 in the bag. So we'll have to do some little bigger mileage tomorrow. But we'll be starting in the morning at dark 30 instead of getting on trail at 2-ish in the afternoon. So that's not going to be a problem. And we could even maybe take our time. Anyway, that is it for day one. Appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all in the morning on day two.
Night, night.
Night, night, John boy.